Hi friends, today I would like to talk an interesting topic, how to discover your own inner voice. We are all born as individuals, but by the time we get matured and start participating in our life, we have so many voices in our mind which completely hijacks and we lose our own identity. In other words, we are always living in a crowd and we are not having our own self discovery and self awareness. Yes, this is true. Are you really aware of this? My answer is no. We are not aware of this because we really do not take attention or any steps to understand that we are always constantly living in a crowd, and this is definitely going to be a problem in achieving our goals. Now, why this happens? It's because from young age we have been taught all others' experiences to be taken as our own experiences, their own others' beliefs, others' thought process. Everything comes and starts hijacking your own thought process. Most of the time, if you see, people are not able to achieve their goals and not able to focus because they are not in the here and now, or they are able to look at their life with self-awareness. And this is a major cause and distress for many of them in terms of growth in their career, also in their own life. Now, there are three important tips I would like to give all of you how to become more aware in terms of your own inner voice. Number one, if you are constantly looking at yourself inside and trying to remove the crowd which is disrupting you, you would be able to have clarity with your goals and there will be focus. Most of the time, the goals are lost and the focus is not there because the crowd which is there on your head also disrupts in terms of clarity and the way we think it and go forward in our life. Now, the second one which I would like to say is something very important is self-awareness. Self-awareness is nothing but always be in the here and now and constantly looking at your own limitations and strengths, analyzing your own emotions, and also trying to go more deeply about the way you think, your self talk, your self concept, your self knowledge. This is critical because the more and more you become self aware, the more possibility is there to achieve your goals. Now, if you see the polarity, there is past, there is present, there is future. Past is nothing but its emotions, experiences, and learnings, and the present is where the life is. We are breathing in the here and now, and life is here. What has to be done, in fact, when you are planning for your future, because future is just planning, you can't be rest assured that everything will go the way you want. You need to filter these past emotions, experiences, and learnings and take what is relevant to the future. So, when you are able to take what is relevant to the future, the probability and possibility is very high. So, you have to switch off other voices because their experiences may not matter and it's something new which you are facing. The challenges are new in nature and we don't know. The situations are also new and it can always disrupt, and those voices have to be switched off. So, one is being to yourself and switching off all other voices. The second tip which I said was being self aware, understanding your own limitations, also understanding your strengths, understanding and going very deeply in terms of your own values, your own self talks, your own core beliefs. So, for that, you require some silent environment, and meditation and mindfulness is a process to take you to self awareness. Now comes the another tricky part. The third tip which I would like to say is we are not taking 100% responsibility for our own life. Most of my coaching session, I see people are not having any clarity in terms of their goals. And if you see, most of the goals get stuck because they are not measurable, nor there is a deadline, nor they are able to be very specific. The reason is something is haunting them, and this haunting is only because of self talk which they have been absorbing, and these voices which have come from the other corners have been pulling them down, and they are not having clarity about their own goals, and also there is a self doubt about their own capability. So the moment you have capability issues, self esteem also starts suffering. So it's all a chain reaction. So these chain reactions is a constant disruption for our growth. The third tip which I said was taking 100% responsibility for your own life. How do you do that? The only way is you have to sometimes detach with other voices. How do you do that? We are all energies, we are moving around, and when these energies play a very important role, it can also start hijacking you, and you need to be careful and need to filter them. So detachment is also a very important area here. Most of us are attached to our close family members. It's fine, but you should know when to make them responsible for their own actions and take responsibility for whatever they do in life. So detachment is not that I don't care about others. Definitely we care about others, because there is no individual self. That's a myth and an illusion. Only when two people join together, a relationship is complete, which is also fair enough. But if you're not giving 100% responsibility to the other person for whatever decisions they are taking, then these voices will completely, constantly haunt and hijack you. So you require a silent environment to analyze your own mind, to self-discover and see what is good for you, what is not good for you, what are your values, what are your strengths, what are your limitations, how to achieve my goals, how do I filter my past experiences, and also the one which is relevant and which can be taken to the future, also the emotions negative which are haunting you in the present from doing your duty, that also needs to be checked. Otherwise, that will disrupt your planning, which is nothing but the future. So, if you are able to filter that, your life is great. When you are dancing moment by moment, the self-awareness starts and the self-discovery starts, and you are able to switch off all the other voices so that your inner voice is constantly awakening you and giving you signals that this is what you should be doing and this is what you should not be doing. So moral principles also come here. Many times what happens is, although you have some core beliefs and all that, sometimes other voices start dominating you, and you may end up doing some serious mistakes in terms of decision making. So we have to walk and move in life like a lion without losing our innocence as a child, constantly looking at various options to make possibility of life a better environment and also a successful career and progress in whatever you do. So these 3 tips which I said was: 1, you need to switch off all other voices and be mindful. Self-awareness is only in the here and now. Every moment by moment you need to understand your emotions and also go very deeply to understand your strengths and limitations. And the 3rd, you have to take 100% responsibility of your own life. If you like this video, please follow us, subscribe us, and give a thumbs up to us and support us as a trainer, a collective community, and be with us for a very long journey. Thank you so much.